Alright, what is up, Transformer fans? Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Beast Hunters Cyberverse Predacon Twinstrike. Now this guy is based off of the G1 Terracon Sinnertwin. So I'm going to refer to him as Sinnertwin because that is his official name, and Twinstrike just reminds me of that awful Beast Wars character. So this guy is always going to be Sinnertwin to me, but his official name is Twinstrike. But, you know, alright, G1 all the way. So anyway, he's a really good homage to the original. Unfortunately, I do not have the original, but I have seen it. And the colors are the same, except these are a little more vibrant and just have overall a brighter, more out of the paint bottle color idea to them, whereas the original was more of a pastel. So this guy is very cool. As you can see, he's primarily yellow with some kind of cayenne, teal, I don't know. It's kind of it's a blue-green, but it's a little more blue than it is green. But anyway, he's got some kind of chromy green parts down here and some purpley chrome parts on his back there. And he does have glaring red eyes on both of his dragon heads, as well as silver up on top. This guy is lined with spikes, and they are very, very nice spikes. So, this is his beast mode. He's a double-headed, double-tailed quadruped, and so that's it. Here he is compared to a regular Cyberverse Legion, and you can see they are much bigger than the Cyberverse Legion guys in vehicle mode, but that's just because they are beasts, and they're bound to be bigger. So, anyway, he comes with this piston hammer, which is in no way similar to any of the other hammers in the Cyberverse line. So this one is completely unique. As you can see here, it's got a hammer head, it's got a peg hole there, a peg there, and a peg on the bottom. And I say that sarcastically about this is unique. This is the same hammer that we're going to get with everybody else who has a hammer. So, yay! It can go on a plethora of places. There's peg holes all over this guy, in his mouth, on his back, and you can even kind of, if you have it sitting right, it can look like this hammer is a gun, and that the hammer up here is like the drum with all the ammunition in it. So there's that. Post-building in beast mode is a little awkward. It's kind of hard to get him to stand right, where you can see he's kind of at an angle that way, but he does have fully ball-jointed hips, or upper thighs here, and this whole assembly is on a swivel. Then back here, he has a fully ball-jointed hip, heel, and then he's got a heel right there. I'm mixing up my words. Tails can kind of bring up and come back down, and then the heads are also individually articulated, so you can kind of move them around and have them do their different things. So transformation on this guy is really cool. I really like what they've done with it. What you want to do first is actually take the tail and kind of flip it up like so. And then we'll go ahead and get the feet out of the way. You want to take the beast feet and you rotate it around. And now there's more of a robotic kind of boot-looking foot there. Then you take the shin up here, and this is really neat how this changes the silhouette of the leg. This piece slides out and then comes down. It rotates around and then pushes back in. And so now you can see he's got more of a robotic leg with a thicker shin than a thigh. So you can see here the drastic differences between the two legs. I mean, it really does give a nice silhouette change. So you do this right here and bring it out, and then you bring it down, and then you push it in, kind of locks into place. Then you take these dragon arms or whatever and you push them up behind him. You can go ahead and take the dragon heads and flip them down as arms, and then take the tail, and the tail kind of flips up along his back. Then a really cool head reveal is you take the front piece here, and it's on a C-clip, but the head kind of comes up and rotates out, and then that snaps in like so. So there we have Sinnertwin, or Twinstrike, in his robot mode. As you can see, he went from a primarily kind of blue with yellow accented beast to more of a primarily yellow with blue and purple accents. So the color change is really satisfying here. I'm very surprised as to how much there is to offer in this robot mode. His head is really neat. I'm going to try to get a close-up on it. You can see there he's got a really cool face sculpt, and I just think it is really nice and bestial. So, there's that. as you can see, there's more of this kind of chromatic purple with the Predacon logo there, and his hands are the dragons. Now, there is an alternative transformation that I've seen. I'm not sure how official it is. You can kind of bring the dragon arms up like so, and have the dragon heads kind of sit down along his back if you didn't want the dragon arms. However, that does kind of leave his hands a little odd. But it is also an option if you don't want the dragon arms. You can kind of bring these arms up and have this as his hands. So, I mean, I think that looks cool. That gives you an option. You can have more of a robotic kind of shoulder guard instead of just having the dragon hands. But the official transformation is to have the dragon heads as the hands. So, there's that. Here he is with holding his piston hammer, and it's pretty cool. So he's got that right there, and then he can also hold it as I said earlier, the gun, where it actually kind of looks like, you know, it looks like this is a drum up here. But anyway, I'll go ahead and compare him to, here he is with another Legion guy. This is a Viacon, so as you can see here, looks very nice together with him. They're about the same size. He fits in very well with the rest of the Legion figures, and here he is with Commander Class Optimus. So you can see he's a Legion. So, posability, and then we'll wrap this up. He does have a shoulder swivel right here, complete ball joint here on the upper shoulder for the arm. The head can kind of rock back and forth due to that C-clip. Ball jointed at the hip, nothing at the knee, but a ball joint ankle again at the foot. And the dragon claws, not teeth, dragon claws back here really provide some stability. That foot is nice and long, as you can see. It does have a lot of surface area. So anyway, I really like Sinnertwin here. He's really cool, and they're great standalone figures, and I'm very impressed with the bestial Cyberverse guys. So, thanks for viewing this video, and goodbye.